Hello to all visitors of the 2019 National Button Convention. We are Vlad and Kami from Bulgaria, East Europe. We are a ceramic artist family team working under the name Golem Design Studio. We are making together ceramic pendants and beads for more than 20 years. In the last couple of years, we started making buttons too. It's a great honor for us to be the makers of the commemorative buttons for this year's convention. We hope you enjoy the story of Miss Kitty, the fashion icon of the atomic epoch that we tell in our set of buttons. First stage of the button making is to give it the shape. For this I'm using push mold made of plaster. That's how this works. It's a piece of plastic clay, goes into the mold. It needs to be pressed really good. The excess clay that stays in the middle in the next stage will be used for the making of the shank. This mold here I filled with clay a little bit earlier, so I'll show you now how we're going to make the shank. That's the tool that I'm using for it. Need to be pressed really good too. Okay, so here is the ready shank. To make the hole. Now to mark the shank. A little stamp. The hole needs to be really well shaped, because on the later stages I'm not able to touch it anymore. Now comes the special stamp I made with our company name and the sign for the 2019 NBS event in Portland. So here comes the stamp. It goes on the back of the button too. Need to be pressed well too. That's how it looks. The back of the button now all shaped and stamped. The last thing is to apply some small lines that will work like borders during the glazing. The only thing that left for now is to wait around 20 minutes when the button will pop out of the mold. Now 20 minutes later the button should be ready to pop up from the mold. Let's give it a try. Okay, it's out. The next thing is to smooth a bit the edges. And now we are ready for the next stage. To reach uniformity in the design, I'm using a little trick, a printed template. To apply the template, watering it a bit so it will stick to the clay surface. So Now I will start carving the little lines over the template. The process is really slow and takes usually 20 minutes to half hour. I'll show you the result in a bit. And now comes the moment of truth. I hope this one turned out good. Okay, looks mostly okay to me. There are some little details for fixing. Okay, now we can count this one as ready shaped and carved. This one, the next operation will be the bisque firing, and after it comes the glazing. Now it's the time to glaze the ready bisque fired button. First thing is to cover the stamp on the back of the button with black. Now the excess glaze will be rubbed out. So the stamp now is ready and readable. And the real glazing starts. Now the back of the button is completely glazed. It's time to move to the front. And now the glazing is all done. This is the last stage of the making of the button. The only operation left from now is to fire the button in the kiln. The ready glazed and arranged buttons are going into the kiln, where they will be fired to over 2000 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I need to be really careful when doing this. Okay. Now the buttons are ready, fired and still warm after the kiln. Soon they'll be on the road to Portland for the National Button Society convention, so you'll see them in person.